Hi Sparkies, and welcome to another council time. Tonight we are going to be talking about Deborah. But first, before we jump into our lesson, I want to know, do you know any famous women? Have you maybe heard of someone called Rosa Parks? What about Queen Elizabeth? What about Taylor Swift? Okay, now let's get more specific. What about famous women in the Bible? Can you name off a couple before I start? Did you name off maybe Mary, Ruth, Naomi, Esther? There are many more. Well, today we are going to be talking about Deborah. And she was a judge. Wait. Do you guys know what a judge is? Maybe she wore those big wigs with all the curls and the black robe, and she had the wooden hammer thing. No, that's not what Deborah looked like. She was not that kind of judge. She wasn't a judge in a court. Rather, she was a judge who was called upon to help the Israelites listen and follow God. So she would be someone that Israelite leaders could come to and ask for help or suggestions, or what does God say that we should do? Why do the Israelites need help though? Well, they had a hard time remembering to honor God and obey Him. And their disobedience had great consequences. Not great as in yippee, but great as in big consequences. Consequences like being taken over by their enemies. That one was a really big one. First, the Israelites would begin to leave God and disobey Him, and then the Lord would let their enemies win battles against them and treat them badly. When the people were suffering, they were so sorry they had disobeyed God. They would pray to God to help them, and after, they would receive mercy from God. But they would soon forget, and they would start disobeying again and again and again and again. And it happened again and again. It happens a lot. So, God sent judges to help the Israelites. Deborah was so wise that everyone wanted to listen to what she said. She used to sit under a palm tree and let people come and ask her advice. The Lord knew that Deborah was a good woman. Deborah spoke the words the Lord wanted her to do. Sometimes she would help people by telling them what the Lord wanted them to do. It was good that Deborah talked to people because they were very unhappy. Many people had stopped following God. Israel's enemies were very mean. One enemy, Jabin, had a big army and used that army to hurt the Israelites. Deborah asked the leaders of the Israel army to come to her. The leader of the Israel army, not the leaders, the leader was Barak. She told him that the Lord wanted him to go into battle and fight Jabin's army. Deborah told Barak that the Lord would help him and that he would win the battle. Barak did not want to go alone. This is this big, scary enemy. He knew that the enemy was very strong, and he was good at commanding his army. The general's name was Sisera. Barak told Deborah that he would not go into the battle unless she went with him. Usually women didn't go into the battle at this time, but Deborah said that she would help Barak. Deborah told Barak that because he needed a woman to help him, then a woman would defeat Sisera. Barak gathered an army of 10,000 men. Well, Sisera had a larger army with 900 chariots. When Deborah told Barak to begin the fight, the army rushed down into the valley to fight against Sisera's army and all the strong chariots. Then an amazing thing happened. Clouds gathered and rain started falling. So much rain fell that the valley flooded. All of the iron chariots got stuck in the mud. They couldn't go anywhere. They were useless. Sisera's army began to run away. Sisera started running too. He ran and he ran until he found a tent. And in the tent was a woman named Jael. Jael invited the general of the army into her tent. Jael was tricking Sisera. When morning came, Barak came searching for Sisera so that he could capture him. Sisera was dead. It was just like Deborah had said. A woman defeated Sisera. And that is our lesson today. Before we go, I want to challenge you guys. While you guys are home, maybe you can grab a piece of paper and a pencil or some crayons and write a thank you note or a thank you picture, whatever you feel more comfortable with, to a woman in your life, a lady who you are thankful for. Maybe it's your mom. Maybe you're thankful for she's always looking out for you. She helps you with your homework. She helps you with your Zoom. Maybe it's your teacher. Maybe she makes funny faces, or she has fun songs during your class time. Or maybe it's your grandma. Maybe she's always very sweet to you, and that encourages you to be sweet to others. There are many women in your life that you can say thank you to, and this is a great opportunity. So I hope I can see some of those either tonight or next week in council time. All right, bye-bye.